Greetings everyone, this is CloverTale. This is a match 3 game on Steam. It is free to play. It's basically a freemium game, much like those on the iOS, Android stores and on Facebook. But I'm not really playing this to show you the game. It's not exactly all that exciting. I wanted more to talk about the fact that this is actually on Steam. Now, a long time ago, in a galaxy far, no, I'm only joking, but a long time ago, Steam used to be a platform for gamers. Now, since the inclusion of free-to-play and even early access to an extent, we've been seeing more and more of these type of games that you wouldn't say it's a con, but it's pretty ridiculous. Like, this game throws that you can pay real money in your face all the time. There is an energy system in this game where your energy depletes over time, much like a mobile game. I think that's fine in mobile games. Like, you're only going to play Candy Crush Saga for 5 minutes at a time, do a few levels, and then turn it off, and when you come back you have recouped some energy. So you see, I've done that, and now I've got only 45 energy left, so it's going to be a pretty short video. But the fact that these games are now cropping onto Steam, it's pretty alarming. I don't really understand why this needs to be on Steam. It's fine on Facebook, on your phone. Obviously, I don't dislike these types of games. I think they're all right. They pass the time fine. But to have these actually on Steam and you can like use your Steam wallet funds to, it's just getting ridiculous. And I think people need to, like, this game actually has ridiculous positive reviews. I know recently there's been a lot of negatives, which I would agree with, just based on the fact that it's on the Steam network. I don't think this sort of game belongs on Steam. I think these should stick to for the casual market, because Steam used to be a place where you could, obviously not every game is amazing on Steam. You get some bad games, that always happens, but it was a platform for PC gamers to have one system where they can have all their games in one place. And I mean games, even though this is technically a game, I would not call it a game in the sense of what I play, what most people who could class themselves as gamers play. If you spoke to someone who would play Candy Crush Saga on their phone, I know a lot of people do, and that's all they'll play. I'm using Candy Crush as an example because it's the biggest one out there, and all their other spin-offs, I don't know what they're called, so whatever. But then people would freely admit that they are not gamers. Steam was created for gamers, but now we're finding this stuff crop onto our platform. It's our platform. We use it to share our games, keep our games in one place, and to have these sort of things coming onto it, I don't think it's entirely necessary, and I don't think it's entirely fair either, because we're just getting plagued with so much shit nowadays that actually finding the little gems, the indie games that come out, no one really talks about them, but they come out on a nearly daily basis on Steam. But if it's getting clogged up with stuff like this, then you're gonna miss out on some games that you wouldn't have found otherwise. You know, Steam's a great platform for discovery as well. You know, you just have a look at what's come out, and then you can have a look at the trailer, all the information on one page, and on that page you can also then decide if you want to go ahead and buy that game and support the developers. But instead what we're finding is that we're getting this sort of stuff pushed in our face, and we can't find these little games that we've been looking for. So I would prefer it if these didn't appear on Steam. Obviously Valve are not going to be watching this video. They're not going to be like, oh right, he doesn't want these games on Steam, so let's stop putting them on. That's not going to happen. But I'm just saying, if we had less of them, if they come out on a less regular basis, or these free-to-play titles, then we would be able to discover more new indie games, because indie games is really taken off. It's not indie games anymore. They're on the level of proper AAA titles, some of them, and you know, to find these games is very difficult because of the vast amount of games that actually come out nowadays, especially on the PC. I've been seeing it on the Xbox One as well. It's a lot of games have been coming out on the Xbox One, and you just can't keep up with it. And some of them, like on the Xbox One a few months ago, some Disney Frozen free-for-all shit came out, and I'm just like, no, get this away from me. Obviously I understand that Xbox is a family console, or whatever the fuck they want to dwindle it, you know, but at the end of the day, we can keep these sort of things on Facebook, on iOS. I have no problem with them existing. I have a problem with them littering my Steam new releases and not being able to find the games that I could potentially be playing otherwise. That would be awesome. So I really am seeking to find something that I can discover indie games on. Obviously I'm doing Indie Island at the minute because I want to get some indie games out there that wouldn't really be recognizable otherwise, because people just, they don't have the time to scan through pages and pages of new releases and going through Candy Crush Saga Rehash ×4 just to find that one little game that they might click on and might like the look of. It would just take too much time, as Steam has always been a medium where you can just instantly find things, but it seems to be becoming a lot harder recently. So that's all I really want to say, to be honest. Don't download this game unless you're really bored, because it's just simply the same as all the rest of the Find 3, Match 3, whatever you call them, bollocks. So it's not bad, but it's not amazing. It's just level complete. There we go. So I urge people to obviously still seek out indie games, because without them, you know, we wouldn't have as much content as we do. We're in a great era for gaming, where we're getting a lot of games coming out. Like I said, obviously not all of them are excellent, but I think what you find with indie games is that a lot of them are pretty good because of the passion that goes into them. They're all made by small teams. You know, you got your big games, your Call of Duty that comes out every year. It's obviously technically very good, and it's an indie game's probably never going to surpass the technicality of a Call of Duty. But in Call of Duty nowadays, you can feel that there was no passion involved. It was just, let's make this because people play this, and yeah, it's done. You know, I haven't really enjoyed a Call of Duty game since Call of Duty 4. You know, World at War was pretty good, but that's when it started scaling down. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry about the boring game, but you know, these things happen. So let me know what you think about Steam at the moment, the state it's in. Do you think anything can be done to try and nullify this? Please subscribe to me if you like my videos, and share if you have the time. It would be cool if other people could be able to watch my content as well. And until next time, guys, see you later. Peace.